Hello dear students, a very warm welcome to your own channel Digitonus, your gateway to digital education. Students, in today's video, we are going to learn the topic that is how to create and use macros in Excel or in spreadsheet advanced. This video is going to be for class 10th students, those who have opted information technology IT 402 as an additional subject. So let's start today's video. The topic for today's video is how to create and use macros in Excel. Now when it comes to macro, what is a macro? A macro is a feature, it is a function in Excel that allows to save our time if we want to repeat the same task again and again on multiple worksheets. Suppose I want to calculate the total of the marks secured by a student, and that is for all the students studying in a class. I have separate sheet of each student in a workbook, that is one worksheet for one student. Now I have to do certain tasks. I have to calculate the total, I have to calculate the percentage, I have to calculate the grade scored by that particular student. Now this task I have to do individually for every student of my class. Suppose there are 10 students in my class. So what I have done, I have just made 10 individual worksheet starting from sheet number 1, 2, 3 and so on up to sheet number 10. Now what I have to do here, I have to do certain formatting. Okay. After formatting, I have to calculate the 10% of the task 4. Then I have to calculate the total. Then I have to calculate the 10% of the total. Then grades and whatever. Fine. So this all thing what I have to do, I have to repeat these things. I have to repeat certain formatting and function for every student of my class. Now if I am doing it individually, that is manually I am doing it for every student, that will be a time consuming task. Also if I am doing copy and paste, copying the function or the formatting from one sheet to another, then again it will be a hectic task and there are chances of error. So what Excel provides us a feature that is macro. So what we can do, whatever formatting, whatever things we are doing on a single sheet, we can record that particular things and then we can apply it on another sheets we have in our workbook. Fine. So macro is a feature which allows us to record a certain kind of formatting and functions we are applying to a single sheet, and then that recorded macro can be applied to other sheets as well, so as it saves our time and the result will be error free. Fine. So generally macro, it allows us to repeat a number of tasks again and again. Fine. So let's start how to use the macro feature in Excel, how we are going to create and use. Now for that, what we need to do, first we need to create the macro. Fine. We need to create the macro. Now for example, I have a data of 10 students of my class. Okay, that is a kind of result I have prepared. Fine. Now I have selected a single sheet, sheet 1. Now how to use this macro feature? For that you need to go to the view tab of your Excel program. In Excel program, under the view tab you will find a macros group. There you have to click. Now view macro means the macro which you have already created. If you have created any macro, that will be visible here. Record macro, that is the option you have to use for the first time, because we need to record. Macro name, when you click on this record macro, it will ask you to give a macro name. Suppose I am result 1. What I have done, I have created a macro named result 1. Now we have to choose a shortcut key. Shortcut key means that we can use any particular alphabet here, suppose control plus D, control plus F, R, whatever. So as of now I am using Q. Control plus Q is the shortcut key for this macro which I am creating right now. Okay, so whenever I have to apply this macro, what I need to do, I just need to press Control plus Q. Store macro in. Now when you click on this, it will give you another 3 option. Personal macro workbook means if you are creating this macro for personal use, so you can store this macro in personal macro workbook. New workbook means right now whichever Excel file you have opened, the macro will not stored in that file, but it will be stored in a new workbook. Means whenever you open a new workbook, the macro will be visible there. This workbook means the file, the workbook which is opened right now, presently in use. So we will select this workbook only because we want to apply the macro feature in this workbook. Description, you can write any description if you want. So for description, you can write what is the macro all about. Suppose I am writing calculating total and grades. So I have written a description. Once I have written the description, what I need to do? I need to click on OK. Once I click on OK button, verify that name start with a letter. Okay, we can just have this result 1. So once we click on OK button, what is there? And the status bar, okay, on the status bar, what you can see? You can see that there is a recording button on. Now a macro is currently recording. If you want to stop, you need to click to the stop button, this button, the macro will get stopped. Fine. But before stopping, you need to perform the task for which you have created the macro. Now suppose what I am doing, I am just applying a formula here. I need to calculate the 10% of the task 4. So task 4 is here, that is N21. So I am writing here equals to N21 divided by 3. Fine. So I have written a formula. Now task I have created. Now I am applying these on all. Now total I need to calculate equals to sum, then bracket, then sum of all the tasks, that is K21 to N21. Okay, these are the 4 tasks, task 1, task 2, task 3. So I need to calculate the total. So I have applied the formula and then drop down so that it can be applied to. Now 10% of this total. So the total is in Q21, so equals to Q21 divided by 6. Because the total is out of 60, so we are calculating 10%, so it will be Q21 divided by 6. So it is 8.5 and grades are also done. Once we have done this, so grades are also there, we have calculated the total. So as of now, we have done so many tasks on sheet 1. After that, what I am doing, I am just clicking on this overall grade, going to the home tab and just using a highlight color. Fine. Then for this subject, I am applying another highlight color. Okay, it's not looking fine. So this one is okay. For serial number on these tasks, I am applying another color. So what we have done certain formatting on our first sheet. Fine. Once we have done the formatting, I am just clicking here in an empty cell, and now what I am doing, I am just clicking on the stop recording macro button that is on the taskbar. Once I click on this, the macro will get recorded, stopped. Okay. Now we have created a macro, that is result 1, and the shortcut key we have created is Control plus Q. Now when we want to apply all these formattings on our other worksheet, what we need to do now, we'll just go to sheet number 2 and press Ctrl plus Q. Now you can see the total, the percentage, the grades and all the formatting which we have done on sheet 1 automatically gets applied on sheet 2 using the macro feature. Another, go to sheet 3. Now here on sheet 3 you can see that there is no highlight color available, there is no 10% of task 4, there are no totals of the subjects, there are no 10% of the total, there are no grades and there is no overall grade available. But once we press Ctrl plus Q here, everything is available. You can see total marks, highlighted, all the. So this is the benefit of using macro. Okay. Once you have recorded the macro, you can apply the macro on every sheet using the control shortcut key you have made. So I have just used on each and every sheet. So that means that it saves my time and energy. I don't have to write the formulas and function and other formattings individually on every sheet, but I have created a macro and that I have used on every sheet. Fine. So this is all about macro. One thing more, that if you want to write a macro in a coded form, means for example I'm going to the view and then clicking on this macro and view macro. Okay. Now what we have here, suppose result 1 we have created. When we click on this edit button, what we will get? We'll get the coded form of this macro, what all we have done. Okay, this is the coded form of this macro. Fine. So we have created a macro 1, shortcut key Ctrl plus W, it is a earlier one. Then we have result macro here. You can see a result macro that we have just created. Keyboard shortcut is Ctrl plus Q. Now what we have done? We have zoomed the window 110, then 120, 30, 40, then large scroll, right, scroll, column 2, 3, 4, then we have applied the formula. So this is a coded form. So if you want to write a macro in coded form, so you can write it here. You can save, you can just try to run. Okay, once you click on this, it will get applied. Then you can stop it if you want to stop it or reset. There are so many. Compile, you can compile your macro after writing whether it is okay or it contains some error. So if you want to write the coded form, you can use this option. Else if you want to edit it, suppose result 1 you want to make some changes in the shortcut key or in the any of the option, so you can just click on this option button. You can change the shortcut key. Earlier it is like, right now it is Ctrl plus Q, so you can change it to Ctrl plus, suppose I have changed it to Ctrl plus T. Okay, and then run. So once you click on this, so it will get run. Fine. So this is how you can use the macro, you can create and use the macro in the spreadsheet. Another option, another topic we have in this unit, that is Excel spreadsheet advanced unit 2. The last option is, that is sharing of worksheet. Now sharing of worksheet means, suppose you have created this workbook. Okay, now you want to share this particular work with someone else. Okay, so that the person can view and suggest you some changes. So for that we have option of sharing worksheet. Now how to share this worksheet? Now once you open the Excel book, Excel file, okay, after opening, on the top right corner where there is a close button, top right corner of the screen, the close button is there for the for closing the Excel program. Now just below it you are finding an option that is share. Now for this you need to click on this share button. When you click on this share button, what is there? For that you need to save this file on a cloud based storage system so that it can be accessed by anyone, okay, to whom you are sharing this file. Because if the file is there on your computer, it cannot be shared. Okay, no one can see it. So before sharing this file to anyone, what you need to do, you need to save the file on a cloud-based storage, that is online storage facility. Okay, so I am clicking on this save to cloud. Now once I click on this save to cloud, what I have to do, I have to choose a cloud based storage. So I have a OneDrive personal account. Okay, so once I am just double clicking on this OneDrive personal account, so once I have clicked, so this file now will get saved on my OneDrive, that is an online storage facility provided by Microsoft. So class 6.xlsx is the name of the file. So I am just saving it. Now once I have saved this file, it is saying that it contains some macros, so we have to save it as a macro free. So I am just clicking on yes. So this file is now saved as a macro free, means there are no macros as of now. Okay, so once we have saved this file, now there is an option that is invite people. Invite people means that with whom you want to share this particular file. Now you can write email address. Okay, now suppose I want to share this file with this person. Okay, have written the email address. So you can write multiple email address as well. Suppose we want to share the file with another person, so dummy@gmail.com. So any email address you can write to whom you want to share this file. Now just below it there is an option, there is a drop down button you can see, that is can edit, and once I click on this there is a can view. Now these two options means that if I select can view, only the person with whom I am sharing this particular file, this Excel spreadsheet, can view the information or the data available, but cannot make any changes in my file. यानी वो सिर्फ क्या कर सकता है, जिसके साथ मैं ये फाइल शेयर कर रहा हूँ वो सिर्फ फाइल को देख सकता है, इंफॉर्मेशन को रीड आउट कर सकता है, बट दैट पर्सन कैन नॉट चेंज एनीथिंग इन दिस डेटा और इंफॉर्मेशन. अगर वो चेंज करना भी चाहेगा तो नहीं कर पाएगा, इट विल शो अ एरर मैसेज. ओके, now if I select can edit, it means that the person can view as well as make changes in this particular Excel spreadsheet file. यानी वो देख भी सकता है और देखने के बाद अगर उसने चाहा तो वो यहाँ पे कोई भी चेंजेस कर सकता है. ओके, दैट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन कैन व्यू एंड कैन एडिट. तो राइट नाउ आई एम जस्ट यूजिंग कैन व्यू. नाउ message you can write any message if you want to give, and then you can click on share button, sending emails and sharing with the people. So once we have done this, now the file has been shared with those particular email addresses. Now you can see here Harshvardhan Tyagi, that is the name with whom we have shared this, then another is this one. Okay, another method to share your file, suppose you don't want to write email addresses, you don't remember. Okay, so what you can do, in this dialog box only, coming to the bottom part, you have an option that is get a sharing link. So once you click on this option, get a sharing link, create an edit link, it means link with edit option. Okay, with edit feature. Then view only link, create a link with view only. It means those two options which I have just described you, can view and can edit. If you want to share the link so that the person or the number of people with whom you are sharing this file can only view, so you need to create a view only link. So once you click on this, you will get a link, you can copy it and then you can share it with anyone, either through email or through WhatsApp or any mode of communication you need. Okay, if you want to create a link so that person can view as well as can make the changes in your file which you are sharing, so what you need to do, you need to click on this create and edit link. Once you click on this, it will again generate a link. You can copy it down and you can share it with any number of people you want, okay, through any mode of communication, either through social networking site, either through email, through WhatsApp, whatever it is there. So the person who is having this link can view as well as can edit, means can make changes in your document. So dear student, this is all about how to create macros and how to use them in a spreadsheet. And next topic that we have discussed right now is how to share the worksheets and how to create links for sharing the worksheet. So what we have done right now, we have just completed the unit 2, that is electronic spreadsheet advance of class 10th we have completed. So total as of now we have 5 parts, okay. This complete unit is divided into 5 parts, starting from part number 1 to part number 5. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe it with your friends and family members. And if you are new to this channel, then please click on the subscribe button and press the bell icon for latest updates and notification. Thank you dear students. Thank you very much.